So today I will be showing you how I took the seats out of my 2005 Volkswagen Jetta. So first you have to put the seat all the way forward because you have to take some screws out of the rails on the back side of the seat. You have to remove some covers that are on top of the rails. There is a single screw on each rail covered by a little cap. I'm not sure what size of screwdriver this is. I think it's a T25 or something like that, T20. So you take the caps off, take the screws out, and then you pull off the trim. Then you slide the seat back again. There's 3 wires underneath the seat, and there's 2 bolts on the front holding it on. And they use a 13mm socket. And now you get a good shot of the back of my head as I unhook these 3 wires underneath here, because it's nearly impossible to get a good shot of that. 3 wires with retention clips, and they're not very easy to get out, but so take off both of these. Those wires are easier to get off once you figure out how the retention clips work. So once you take those 2 bolts off, then you slide it back farther, and it does take some persuasion. And then it should be loose to go. There is a bracket underneath there that holds the wires on, so you gotta make sure it's not attached to that, or you'll rip some stuff out of the seat when you lift it out. And I didn't really have the technique down for getting the seat out on the first try, so had to finagle it around a bunch. The second seat is exactly the same, except I got all 3 of the wires on the first try. Had to roll the seat forward a little bit. Take out the 2 caps covering the screws. Take out both the screws. And then take out the trim covering the rails. Slide the seat back again. Take the wires out. Alright. Slide the seat back again, and then take the 2 13mm bolts out. Nuts, I mean. Then give it a little persuasion. Here we go. And then lift it out. Once again, remember that bracket underneath there that holds the wires. Now for the back seat. For the bottom cushions, you slide them forward like you're putting the back seats down, and then they're just spring-loaded bars that hold it in there. So you just pull it out of the hole like that on both sides, and then it just comes out. And the same thing on the other side. A little bit harder because it's closer together and harder to do, but it's not too bad. Now for the backs, you put them down like you normally would, and then there's little clips, one on each side of the car, and then on the insides of those 2, they just go straight in there, so you just pull it straight out away from the middle of the 2 seats. You press that thing down, and then you should be able to lift the edges of the seats out. So you lift it out like that, push it away from between the two seats. It can be a little bit stubborn if you don't get it straight. And I did have the assistance of about 1,000 flies to do this also, so that was a lot of fun. So then I had to turn the seat around backwards and then remove the seat belt. There's a little clip underneath this and a little plastic piece that holds the seat belt in. You remove the plastic piece, lift up on the metal tab that I'll show you at the end here, and then pull the seat belt towards the back of the car, lower it down and pull it out straight. There's that little clip that lifts up out of the way of the seat belt bracket. And there's the car without the seats in it. And I look forward next week whenever I will show you how to remove the seat belts from the interior of the car.